Can that dog shut up, please?
What's up, guys? My MLG here, and I feel like we should just talk about something and at the same time kind of another thing, because I just want to mention one. As you can see, I got a haircut finally. My hair was long for months, but that's not the topic of this video. That does not matter. But I do want to talk about one thing that maybe y'all may be confused about, and even if you aren't, I just want to mention it anyways because I feel I should. So, as you may know, I obviously named Bonnie MLG, right? And obviously, if people think I'm like actually I'm not in MLG, it's just kind of like a running joke. I don't know why I put that, but like back in the day, MLG was like a meme with the swagger and like the Doritos, the Illuminati going everywhere. Those are like the old memes. Those were funny back in the day. But so I think that's kind of what I named my channel after, and just put Bonnie in it because I loved FNAF at the time. And speaking of FNAF, why you're probably wondering why am I named after a FNAF character but do barely any FNAF content? Well, I'm gonna explain that today now because I want to, because it could be like, well, even some people on Discord have said some things about FNAF, and then some people on Discord like, but you have a FNAF profile picture, like why are you saying that about it? Well, because I have a different view for it. And, I mean, trust me, I think the game isn't a bad game. Like, the series itself is not a bad series at all. It's actually been an important part of my life and childhood, actually. Because those were good times of me going home after something small. Like, maybe we would get, like, fast food or something. And I would just have a laptop and I would play, Five Nights at Freddy's. Yeah, I would play Five Nights at Freddy's 3, 2, 1, even 4 sometimes, and I just had a good time. I didn't really care. I was just young and dumb, just trying to start my YouTube channel, which you can't find those videos now because that's a long story of itself. And I don't think I'm going to explain that in this video because half of you already know. But if you do want to ask me questions about that, I probably will answer in text, not on a poll, or I may answer on Discord if you want to know. But I'm not going to say it here because, not that I can't, but I just don't want to. But that incident still hurts me today. Anyway, so the reason why I don't do much FNAF content is because I've been distant from the series ever since. So we all know that we're coming up on a year now. In 10 days, FNAF Security Breach's 1-year anniversary. And we know FNAF Security Breach has had a rough history, like, since it came out. Because the anticipation, even from me, and before it came out, I was kind of on the rails of FNAF. I mean, like, I still loved it, but I didn't do too much FNAF content then either. So I was on the rails with it. I was like, okay, well, this new game's coming out. I think it's going to be S tier. So I was anticipated by it because I saw it was going to be free roam. I saw it was going to be, you could be chased all the way through. You could look at the camera. It's like, what if you wanted? Stuff like that. And even saw a glimpse of being able to use Freddy. So I was hyped. So I put S tier in my FNAF tier list. That ended up being wrong. At first, I thought it did live up to its hype in the first episode, but after the first, it would be on a landslide of glitches, performance issues, bugs, etc. Things that ruined my playthrough. The second two playthroughs were the worst videos to do, besides the fire escape ending, because those two off-screen actually, I encountered a lot of bugs, and I also had performance issues too. And I don't know if it was, I don't think it was really, I think it was more optimization, because I'm not saying I have like the best PC in the world, but it was weird because it wasn't like lagging like every now and then, like on a consistent amount where like, okay, it's probably my PC. It was lagging at random parts, and it was bad. And other people have also encountered this, even big name YouTubers. So it's like the optimization is bad. So, but then the bugs. Okay, so we're not just talking about security breaches this whole time. We're just gonna try and get through security breaches as fast as possible. But the bugs. So there's this one bug where I'm in the laundry room, I would call it, or like it's where if you go through the loading dock way early in the game, that's like it's like that part. Basically, you can get to like these little kind of like those little ropes that come down in a car wash. You know what I'm talking about? And like you can walk through them, and like they'll like drag on your face and stuff like that. Well, we probably know what I'm talking about. So it's like these little ropes that like go on your windshield, kind of like that in the loading dock, like laundry looking room that was there. And as Gregory, which is the main character, I'm not gonna explain that, you can walk through them. But as Freddy, which I started using in this situation, because I was able to after I got a certain point to actually get through, because there's so many security brats there and I had no clue where to go. I walked into those parts and it got me stuck in between them, and I couldn't do anything, and I had to reload a save a little bit far back, and it frustrated me because I was already trying to find where I was supposed to go. I was already trying to find it, so I was not happy. And speaking of finding where to go, it's a narrow corridor, and Markiplier, you know Markiplier, had the exact same issue as I did. I was trying to find this door for like 30 minutes at the beginning of the third video, and that's not good because I was already getting tired out. 30 minutes it took for me to do like 10 minutes of content. That's not fun, alright? I finally found it, and it's like a jump scare by Vanessa, and like, yeah, it frustrated me. It was frustrating, and Markiplier had the same exact issue, so it wasn't just me. I was so confused, and I was basically in denial at this point. I was like, do I like the game or do I not? Do I like the game? I'm confused. Do I like the game? Like that. It's like that. I'm like going back and forth with myself, like, do I like the game? I kept telling myself I did, and I was in denial at this point. So I get more bugs and stuff when I get to the atrium, I think, and things go wrong. And after that, I say I'm probably going to take a break from the game because I need to figure it out. Next episode, I actually do some optimization tweaks and stuff like that, and I'm actually able to get a better performance out of it. I don't have the bit long freezes anymore, but it got better on the fourth episode, but it still was, it wasn't put together well because I was still getting bugs throughout. Like, for example, on the loading dock ending video that I did, I almost couldn't get the ending because I couldn't get in Freddy, which I was confused by, so I tried to use a recharge station to get in him, and it worked, but I couldn't get out. And guess what? Markiplier had the same exact issue, and he fixed it by going into the West Arcade elevator, which like forced him out of it. I almost lost it there. I was running around and Freddy stuck near the loading dock, and I walked up to the ending. I was so frustrated. I was like, bro, just give me the ending, please, just give it to me. And thankfully the ending forced me out of it, so I was able to get the ending. If it didn't force me out, I would have lost all hope there. And then the fire escape, obviously that was a buggy mess. I had to go through so many loopholes and stuff to actually get the ending, and it's my least favorite because all you get is a comic. So security breach, even without the bugs, I don't think is that good, and it's kind of done a kind of big turn off for me. FNAF, I mean, I don't hate it fully, and if you think, obviously, I don't think I should have to say this, but I will say it just in case. Just because I say I don't like it doesn't mean you have to not like it. If you like Security Breach, that's okay. If you thought it was fun, if it played a part in your FNAF journey, which it did for me, even if it wasn't good, But if it played a positive part for you, bravo, I'm glad that you enjoyed it. I just didn't, alright? I didn't think it was good. And I've played the other FNAF games. I think all of them, actually. Not have one on a VR version, because I don't have a VR, but I will do that when I can. But if you like it, that's alright. I don't care what you like. As you shouldn't care what I like. Okay? I just think that it was so different. It didn't feel like FNAF either. It wasn't scary. And maybe they're trying to go in a different direction. I just, like, even by the final ending, I was basically acting myself like, oh, William Effen's back. And now looking back, I'm like, he shouldn't have come back, though. If you play Pizza Simulator, you will, or just seen the true ending, you will understand why he should have just been dead. So now I'm gonna say, why have I not made many FNAF content since Security Breach? Actually, no FNAF content, actually. None of it. Except, like, the night shift, which actually was pretty cool, but I don't think I'm gonna continue it because it's, like, been on hiatus for months. And the idea is kind of worn off on me. I might. The night shift was, like, basically me playing through FNAF 2, but with commentary from the guard and, like, adding the FNAF lore into it to, like, have the perspective of the guard and what happened. If you want me to continue that, because it is just gameplay, but with, like, in between low budget black screens or images that I've put together in editing before the gameplay and after it. So, for example, in episode 2, we get, in the beginning it starts to show, like, kind of like information about the child's deaths. And then at the end, it actually shows Charlie, I think. Yeah, I think that's her name. Charlie's death, kinda, with her banging on the door and combining a few mini games. So if you want me to continue the night shift, it's a very low budget series. I will, but right now, I've set my piece on it. And if you don't want me to continue it, alright, I won't. Because it's been on hiatus for so long, bringing something back would only be good if people want me to. Because if I just randomly bring it back, people are like, what's this? I've never heard of this. Why is it on episode 3? And why is it gameplay? So, like, yeah. If you want me to bring it back, I will. Anyways, why have I been distant? Well, because Security Breach kind of turned me off from it. And trust me, in that time after Security Breach, when I started to realize it was bad, in April and stuff, I did play through the older FNAF games of it, like FNAF 1, FNAF 3, which is one of my favorites because it's like, I think it's one of the only ones that I've actually fully beaten. I did that years ago, and I was so excited. I was so freaking crazy. Old games were fun, and I just feel it's a big turnoff, and I know it probably feels weird that I'm named after a FNAF character, and I'm not doing FNAF content. I just have been super distant from the series for some reason, and I don't want to be, but I also do want to be, kinda, because in my opinion, it's kind of fun, because I do make fun of it sometimes, in like a joking manner, and I'm gonna be honest, that's fun, alright? That's fun, alright? I mean, Security Breach, I'm gonna make fun of that all the time. Not for you liking it. Like, if you say, hey, I like Security Breach, I'll be like, that's cool, man, that's cool. But me, targeting the game excessively, I will say, this game is bad, alright? But if you like it, cool, alright? I'm not gonna say, this game's bad to you. I'm gonna say, alright, cool. What was your favorite part about it? I'm gonna be like that, alright? I'm not gonna hurt your feelings, I promise. I won't do that. I mean, like, I like making fun of the game on my own standard, because I think it's bad, alright? Because I'm sorry, it's just, I feel it's the worst game of the series. This is not a review for Security Breach, but, because I'm not going in depth, but I just want to say, it's the source of the problems on why I'm not back to FNAF, because I can't find a way to approach it. I've thought about it many times, but I just can't. So, I also have not been doing mainly normal videos lately, and you may notice, even in this video, I may sound drained, unlike the older videos where I was more energetic and like, hello, Midge, stuff like that. My explaining for that is two reasons. One, I'm just growing up, so I'm obviously not young anymore. I mean, I still young, but like, I'm getting older, so I'm not gonna be energetic. I'm not gonna be like trying to act super kid friendly anymore, because that's not my style. I'm not a fan of that. And also, it depends on the content I also watch. Because I don't watch kid-friendly YouTubers, alright? I don't. I do not. anymore. So that also shapes how I act. Because I used to watch kid-friendly YouTubers, not months ago, but a while ago, and that's how I acted. I stopped, and I was still energetic to keep it going, but eventually it went off. It started going off in this year. Like in May, you could tell I was a bit less. Still got the energetic feeling though. And then it came to like September, October, stuff like that. I felt much different. I was still trying my best to be funny and stuff like that, but I definitely don't sound like that. The other reason is over the past 2 months, I feel, possibly 3, but mostly 2, so since October, bit of this September, I've kind of been in and out of being at low times and stuff, being not the happiest, but it's not depression, because if it was depression, I would be sad right now. But there's just been like some things that because as you know, I've lost my pet. My best friend did leave my series, but that's his decision, so that's not like a big problem. The other thing is, I don't want to talk about this much on camera because this is a personal thing, and I don't think it should be on camera, but I will say one thing. We don't talk much anymore, and that's scaring me. I will say that. But if you know him, don't go talking to him about it. Give him time. If it takes too long, I'll do it myself. That's all I'm going to say about that. I don't need to say anything else. My sleep has been bad and stuff like that, so I've been in and out of anxiety. I do have anxiety. I don't think it's major. Not every day I have to deal with it. But so that's also been shaping me, and that's why I did the therapy Minecraft video, because my pet died not too long ago, and I had to do a calm video. I had to do something calming, and I decided to record it, since I was like, you know what, let me get a video out. I was trying to get back to the daily uploads that I usually do around spring. I almost did, but I didn't, and I had to, and that video was basically just fighting mobs, and it did work. It definitely calmed me down. Because it was survival Minecraft and it was just laid back. It was chill. That did calm me down. But that's why I haven't been super energetic. And maybe it will stay like that even when I get happy. Because that's just who I am becoming. But if you want me to go back to trying to be energetic and having a more, I wasn't acting super kid friendly. I was just more upbeat. But if you want me to be like that, or just calm and be myself, which I probably will do that. I mean, I may not ask you to tell me that, because I should probably decide that for myself. But I'm slowly getting back to it, alright? I'm slowly coming back. I'm feeling better. I've not been at a big low. I mean, yesterday, my sleep was kind of bad, but I did feel more happy, and I felt better from over the weekend, which was not happy. So, I'm slowly getting there. So, I will slowly be getting back to it. And hopefully you'll see normal videos along with Alacoba as well. Because, let's face it, I love it when I get a good schedule going. I love it when I do Alacoba while also doing normal videos. I love it. That's why in the spring, it's at an all-time high. And I freaking love it because it's normal videos, also Alacoba. I don't know why, but in spring, I always get to do that. I always in my mind, I'm do it. I want to do that all year round. But obviously having downtimes, but all year round. And I want to play guitar on the channel. I want to do other things. I may even want to drum on the channel, because I got a drum set. I just need to figure out how to record it. I want to do many, many things. I will hopefully be back in the drift, back on rails and stuff like that. Okay, not on rails, but back on track with YouTube and stuff. And even FNAF, I'm trying my best. That's why I've been studying for FNAF. I just needed to talk to you for a bit as viewers. And also, if you want me to play some new games, Christmas is coming. Leave them down below. If I'm interested in them, I will for sure play them. And if they're free, I'll play them even sooner. Alright? Because I don't got no money right now. I can't buy any games right now, but Christmas is coming so soon that will be changed. And I do have a few games that maybe you'll suggest that I do have. I got Cry Fear, some Star Wars games, stuff like that. Yeah. I mean, obviously I have tabs. You've seen it play. I may play that again. I may even do a video in a little while. So just let me know. All right. Thank you, and have a great day. I'll see you next time. Bye bye. Wow, feels good to do that outro.